Good morning folks. Hope you're all doing fine. Yesterday we looked at BTC, gave you my trades, gave you my levels. Not much has changed since yesterday. So today we're going to look at ETH, and ETH might be upon a very big breakout with some juicy levels. So if you like the content, please do me a favor, like, subscribe, click the bell, click on all so you don't miss anything. Leave me a comment, share this video with your friends if you think that's useful. Also feel free to follow me on Twitter and Instagram. Those links you will find in the description. Without further ado, let's start diving in. Like I said, today we're going to look at ETH, and we are looking here at ETH on the USDT on the daily. So big time frame. And the thing that we're looking at right now is this kind of gigantic wedge that we are creating in a breakout of this pattern. And I always like to be a little bit conservative. If you take kind of a classic measurement tool to the upside, would actually be quite tremendous. Let's put it somewhere here. Then we're talking about approximately $2,500 for ETH. That would be from the breakout on approximately 50% trade. Now if we would break down and you would take the same kind of measurement, then you're ending up at $770, also approximately 50% from where we are now. Major moves, not the way that I would really measure or aim for a target, because we're looking here at the wedge on the daily, so it might take many weeks to play out to really reach that target. Eventually maybe we could reach it, but I would already take profits along the way. Interesting enough though about this wedge is that actually the bottom already came in all the way back here from June 2022, so already more than a year, and it looks actually very nice. It looks very constructive. We made that low, and now we are just constantly making higher lows, sloping up, and that trend line is very nicely respected. And of course the top here came in much later. Alright, let's also pull a volume profile over this entire range, just see where we end up here. And then we can see that we are right now at and around the point of control. So that's that thick red line. First thing that I noticed right away is that above and under we barely have any volume on both sides. That means that if we are breaking out to the upside, this could be a very fast move because there is just no trading volume, and therefore we can have a very swift move. Also the same goes here for the bottom. Once we start losing, and this is actually slightly lower, so let's say once we start losing 1560, this could go very fast, and then we just fill up this entire gap right here. So be careful for both sides. On the bottom, let me quickly look what we have there. Actually it is very simple, clean price action. We only have 3 major lows underneath. The first one is this wick right here that we have, that is 1470. Then we have this wick right here, that is 1370. Would we lose that as well, then we have these lows right here, and that is then also the same period of time where BTC made its double low during the bear market. Interesting enough though is that ETH did not create its bear market low here. It did that already much faster, much earlier here at 18th of June in 2022. I was pretty surprised by that, not gonna lie. So if we will break down, actually we're just playing it from liquidity to liquidity, and like I said, those are just these 3 levels that I just marked out right here. This is really a cluster, and then you have these big wicks. So if we would lose this, you betcha we're going to test this. Would we lose this as well, then of course we are going to test all of these lows. It's that simple. Let me also quickly pull a fib retracement from the current bottom that we made to the absolute high. Actually, oh, this looks nice. Actually, this looks very nice. So let's say that we would take this as a range, and we say, you know what, the entire golden pocket until the 78.6, that also then includes the value area high, is a range. And then we're talking about 1885 till approximately 2006 or 2005 dollars. Very nice actually. So if we would then go higher, then we would also take out the liquidity of all of these highs, because I have been quote unquote complaining already for a while that these highs are very ugly. This full of liquidity. A lot of people shorted these highs, so it actually would be nice if we can pump up and then just take all of that liquidity. We could do that by something like a fake pump, and then everyone is thinking, oh, that's great, we are going higher, now we're going to $2,500 because that's the measured move. Then you're trapping the traders, you took the liquidity, you hit point of control, you hit the golden pocket 78.6 value area high to then only reverse to the downside and then to get a major crash. Now of course the same could also happen from the bottom. I wouldn't be surprised at all if we maybe first get a break down and we're taking liquidity, maybe even leaving this intact because everyone of course is then aiming for that. And then right away get a quick move to the upside. Now I just said if we are losing this, we are probably going to retest this, but this could only happen in this scenario to stay there in between if you get a very quick buyback and then pump to the upside. That will trap a lot of traders, so be careful for that. And these fake outs and then return to the other side, so a fake out to the upside or to the downside to then return, that actually is something that you see a lot for BTC, but also sometimes for ETH. So therefore I'm just keeping an eye out for all kinds of scenarios. Right now, if I had to choose, I would say I think we're going higher. I just like actually the bottom and the way that this is building up already for such a long time. And maybe eventually it is only a fake out. Maybe eventually we only go here, but still we're talking about a more than 20% move. So that can be actually very interesting. And if we eventually then roll over, then I just short it again. No worries. You don't have to marry it, just trade it. That's pretty much all you have to do. Now there's one other thing that I want to tell you, and that is that you need to be careful with ETH, because I think if we want to go up, that can only happen if BTC goes flat or up as well. If BTC goes down, then I'm afraid that ETH would also take a dump. I have barely ever seen where BTC goes down or flat and then ETH can go up. That is just not really something I've seen. If once BTC takes a dump, usually ETH also takes a dump in the rest of the crypto market, because Bitcoin is king. That is how it has always been. That will probably be like this for a while. So keep an eye on BTC. Flat or up is fuel for ETH to go higher. And if we go down for BTC, we will most likely also go down for ETH. Let's then finally only look quickly at the indicator. Also this, I'm liking what I'm seeing. Look at this. Momentum waves are already coming higher. Money flow still fat in the red, but if this could curve up, or if we could maybe get one more drive down later and maybe a fake out here, that actually would be a perfect scenario. A big fake out to create a very nice fat daily bullish divergence. Man, I'm longing the farm if that would happen, because then you really you're also on a bigger time frame. Divergence is confirmed. That actually would be very nice. Since we're talking anyways about the big time frame, let's also quickly look here on the daily. On the weekly. Then we have everything done. Yeah, not bad. I mean, I could see this kind of rolling over. Money flow is around zero line, not that interesting. RSIs are coming a little bit together, so if we can get a move to the upside, then the RSIs are then coming together. That signals then the strength. View up is pointing to the upside, so on the weekly, yeah, actually it doesn't look all too bad. So right now, all in all, my bias is slightly higher if BTC also goes higher or stays flat. Then of course the targets I'm looking out for at least is this golden pocket of 78.6, what I just mentioned, and then just the highs, very simple, 2150. If we break lower, maybe a fake out and fails this low, or these lows right here, and that's pretty much it. Very clean, very simple, and I just wait what the market is going to do. I'm not going to jump into a trade right now. I'm just waiting for what the market is going to do, knowing that either way, top or bottom, could be a very fast move because there's barely any trading volume. I hope you like the content, guys. If you do, please do me a favor, like, subscribe, click on the bell, click on all so you don't miss anything. Leave me a comment, share this video with your friends if you think that's useful. Also feel free to follow me on Twitter and Instagram. Those links you will find in the description. And see you guys very soon again in the next one. Bye bye.